hasn't been a honeymoon period yet for him. I got to go that way after you said the I do. Well, we keep hearing Montgomery, or of what we have heard, Montgomery's connected to Texas, and the idea that he would like to go back to the Rangers. They won a World Series last year. Texas was trying to figure out its finances, which was part of its television package as well, so that was painted as something that might be delaying things. But I'm surprised that there hasn't been a deal yet for Montgomery. Snell has only had one offer that has been made public, and that came from the Yankees. But as I said in our last show, I would not be rushing out to buy Yankee jerseys for Montgomery or Snell. I'm not sure they're going to end up matching with either.
Is there any chance somebody like Blake Snell can just fall all the way to the end and take a 1 or 2 year deal from a team, maybe the Yankees?
With Scott Boras as his agent, I would say that the likelihood of that is closer to no than yes, much closer to no than yes. But, Flash, we have to see the way that the rest of this market evolves. You would have thought that Snell would have been able to get the deal that he wanted by now. That hasn't happened. Boras has been the agent for players who haven't signed until February. He's 31 years old, though. Do you want to put yourself out there when you've had that career where you have the highs and then the lows? And his 4 seasons in between is Cy Young. I don't want to call them lows as if they were terrible, but they weren't Cy Young seasons. He's got his best chance to cash in right now, so my hunch would be that wouldn't happen.
All right, so here's the weird thing. It's like, it doesn't feel like there's any contractual stare downs for these free agents or anybody trying to, who's going to blink first. And I'd say the same thing, Jack, about Bellinger and Matt Chapman. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of traction.
There doesn't seem to be. We had Bellinger connected with the Blue Jays. His girlfriend or fiance, I forget which it was, posted an Instagram from Toronto, and there was talk that he was maybe going to end up with the Blue Jays. They signed Kiermaier. Do they still have interest in Bellinger? They could. They've been the team that's missed out on a lot of players. Do the Cubs just reunite with Bellinger? Do they just say, listen, we really liked having you here, but this is the number that we believe we can bring you back at, and perhaps that's where those two sides are. And Chapman, you want to talk about crickets, but there's been no talk about him ending up anywhere. I would put my money on the Giants because he obviously had played for Bob Melvin when both of them were in Oakland, so I could see that connection happening.
Yeah, Chapman really slowed down in the second half, and we just looked at Bellinger's numbers, but everybody said there was a lot of low exit velo. The numbers were better than maybe what they should have been, but I'm with Jack. I see him going back to the Cubs, maybe not getting the deal that everybody thought he was going to get, but maybe taking a shorter deal and see if he can cash in again. It seems like these teams and these organizations are so much more disciplined now than they used to be. If there's anything that scares them, like low exit velo, they're staying away. They're really staying disciplined.
Well,